Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Reviews. I'm your host, the Future Keybearer. And today we take a look at the final level of the game, End of the World.
Gorge, is that all that's left of the worlds taken by the Heartless?
Those worlds will be restored if we beat Ansem, right?
You betcha!
Okay. Why? How does defeating this one guy have the power to restore all the worlds?
But if we do beat him, and all these worlds become restored and disconnected, what's gonna happen to this place? And to us?
Well,
This is a Heartless world, so maybe it'll just disappear.
Sound logic. From Goofy.
But no worries. Even if this place goes poof, our hearts ain't going nowhere.
How do you know
Sure,
that?
we'll find our
I said, how do you know that? Answer me, dang it!
Oh, and by the way, thank you Everglow for uploading a version of this where the background music glitched out. Oh, I'm not even being sarcastic. I think. I'm honestly not sure if this scene works better with or without the music. So you make your way through this wasteland, while the invisible walls give me Fuchsia City flashbacks, and you find yourself fighting against the strongest Heartless the game has to offer, including the Behemoth. Again, once you get to the end, you're treated to another fight. With the Behemoth. Again! This thing was cool in Hollow Bastion, don't overuse it. After that, you find yourself in this pretty cool looking cave where you have to dive into the deepest reaches. Once you get to the bottom, you enter a hole that leads to a series of pillars, each one with a portal that leads to a location from each of the worlds you've seen on your journey. I do like this as it allows you to reflect on how far you've come over the course of this grand adventure, but I have to ask, how does this work? I mean, it was established that this is where the remains of worlds come. So why aren't we seeing bits of those other worlds? Hell, this would have been a good place to put in locations for movies that exist in this universe, just aren't interesting enough to make a full level. Like Dumbo, Bambi, 101 Dalmatians, that kind of stuff. Anyway, the final portal leads you into a new room in Hollow Bastion, where you find a cryptic text that, to be honest, I still don't fully understand. Well, okay, the part about the door to darkness and how to open and close it is made pretty clear by the end of the game, but I'm not sure about everything else. After that, you move on to, hey, I know that music. It's not involved. Oh god. They're not. We are so fucked! Yes, now we get to fight against the devil himself, Chernobog. This fight is almost identical to the giant Ursula battle back in Atlantica, and yet isn't quite as annoying. So after the boss battle that really only exists for the awesomeness, you find yourself in a series of tunnels that appear to be the remains of other worlds, including Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, and honestly, I'm not sure what the third one is. After the tunnels, you fight another fucking Behemoth! Once you destroy the thing for the final time, unless you've yet to take on the Hades Cup, the Heartless insignia on the back wall starts to crumble away, and you have to fight your way through one more gauntlet of enemies in order to proceed. You find the final save point, and I do mean the last one. Hell, the game is kind enough to tell you as much. You go through the final door to see what's left of Destiny Island. And who should be waiting for you other than Riku. Ha ha!
All worlds begin in darkness, and all so end. The heart is no different. You see, darkness is the heart's true essence.
Are we sure Ansem was a researcher and leader and not just some pretentious emo kid? But Sora remains confident that while darkness can overpower, there will always be a light, even in the deepest darkness.
So you have come this far, and still you understand nothing.
Huh. It's what Nomura says to people who complain about the series being overcomplicated. So you have a quick fight with him, and once you win, he runs off like the pussy he is. Afterwards, you get one last chance to make sure Donald, Goofy, and yourself are prepared for a big fight. You follow Ansem into a crater that has a force field around it that keeps Donald and Goofy out, and you find yourself fighting the dark side yet again. Because full circle? Luckily by this point he's no harder than he was the last time you fought him. Then you have to take on Ansem again, this time all alone. After you win, Sora, Donald, and Goofy find themselves in a dark, scary abyss.
Within it lies the heart of all worlds. Kingdom Hearts.
Roll credits.
Look as hard as you are able. You'll not find even the smallest glimmer of light.
If that were true, then this place would look like this.
Darkness conquers all worlds!
Ah! Where the hell did that thing come from? So Donald and Goofy get abducted, and Sora finds himself falling into darkness. Again. But he hears Riku taunting him, and that gives him the strength to keep fighting. I gotta say, this is a long, hard fight. You gotta take on Ansem's new form alone, then you have to destroy part of his battleship, save Goofy, destroy more, save Donald, destroy even more, then take on Ansem again. Really, it's kind of excessive at this point. So, thoroughly defeated, Ansem looks towards Kingdom Hearts to give him a nice healthy dose of dark energy. But Sora comes to a realization.
You're wrong. I know now, without a doubt. Kingdom Hearts is light.
And that finally destroys Ansem. But despite Kingdom Hearts itself being light, the giant door here still leads to the realm of darkness. So Sora, Donald, and Goofy try their best to close it.
I can't.
Don't give up. Come on, Sora. Together we can do it.
Hey, Riku! Where the fuck did you come from? A group of Darksides appear, but our heroes are saved by a Deus Ex Machina.
Your Majesty!
You know, I gotta give this game credit. Considering the fact that this was a huge Disney crossover, they somehow managed to go 99% of the game without the face of the company. Mickey reveals his own Keyblade, and he and Sora combine their powers to lock the door. Unfortunately, however, Mickey and Riku have to stay on the other side. But Mickey assures Sora that they'll be able to find a way back, in one of the most beautiful moments of the game.
Take care of her.
The door disappears, and Sora goes to meet with Kairi, who's there because reasons. Apparently, the worlds are being restored, and Kairi is returning to the Destiny Islands. Sora's not going back with her, however. Not until he finds Riku and King Mickey. The rest of the scene is done under the song Simple and Clean. It's a slower version of the song from the intro, and it is just beautiful. I'm not sure what the lyrics have to do with anything, but honestly, I don't care. Kairi returns to the island, sees Sora's addition to their cave drawing, and... Aww... Shut up, I'm not crying! After the end credits, we get a scene where Sora, Donald, and Goofy confirm their new mission to find the door to light that King Mickey mentioned, and have no idea where to start.
Hey, Pluto! Where have you been?
Good fucking question! He just ran off after he woke up Sora in Traverse Town, and this is the only time we've seen him since! Anyway, Pluto seems to be holding on to a letter from the king, and he goes running off, prompting our trio to chase him down along this long pathway that... I'm not sure where it is or how they even got there in the first place. So that was the end of the world / game. And honestly, it was really cool. In every section of this level, it feels like you're heading towards something big. And every time you move forward, it feels like there's no going back. Kind of the, if you're not ready to win, then be prepared to lose sort of vibe. The final battle does go on a bit too long for me, but it still manages to stay epic. The ending was very emotional and kind of ballsy to end on a cliffhanger. While there's nothing wrong with teasing the possibility of a sequel, it takes a lot of guts for the first entry in any series to end in a way that demands one. Oh, but we're not done yet, folks. Next time we'll be taking a look at an alternate version of the game that Japan has had for a while, but we only just recently got here in the West. Hey, did you like the video? Want to see more of them come out more frequently? Then consider donating to the Those Dudes with a Hat Patreon. For just $1 a month, you get access to Patreon-exclusive posts that include production updates and answering of viewer questions. Higher tier rewards including me advertising your URL and getting your review request reviewed by me. You check out the Patreon page for more details, and if we can get close to my goal, then I can turn making videos into a part-time job.